we discussed about the challenges, right, while patching. So prerequisites, what are the prerequisites, guys, while patching? What are the prerequisites generally? So make sure object explorer build number and query results build number are same, right? So
Yes, sir.
if not same, what we have to do, we discussed what we have to do. If the object explorer build number and table results build number both are not same, what we have to do? If in the object explorer instance name is showing different, in the query results instance name is showing different, what we have to do, right?
We need to uninstall that
Right. For the first issue, for
first.
the first issue, bill number is different. If it is showing different bill number in the object explorer and in the query results, you have to remove the old patch and you have to reinstall the new patch. Okay, so you can simply explain them while patching. I got this issue. Patching is failed due to the wrong bill number in the object explorer and query results. So I removed the old patch. I tried all the ways. I checked setup bootstrap folder. I just checked a summary.txt file, detail.txt file why patching is failing. Then I came to know that bill number in the object explorer is different than your query results bill number. So I removed the old patch and the unfortunately the last patch was partially successful, so I removed the old patch and reinstalled the new patch, fixed the issue. Okay, patching is failing due to name instance name mismatching. In the object explorer instance name is showing different name, in the table results it is showing different name. So because of that my patching is failing. So what I did is I dropped the old instance name using sp underscore drop server name and added new server name using sp underscore add server name comma local, and then tried patching again. It was successful. Patching is failing due to there is no free space in the C drive. So I worked with Windows team. Windows team added extra space to the C drive. Then I retried. The patching is successful. Whatever challenges are there, those are the errors. You know how to fix those challenges. Tell them the same. What the point?
Okay, sir.
We have prerequisites, right? If we are not meeting the prerequisites, what will happen? Patching will be failed.
Patching will fail, sir.
So you know what is the prerequisite, you know what is the solution for that. Tell them into the error. Okay,
Okay.
like that. Take any topic. So while doing failover, instance is not failing over. What might be the reason if instance is not failing over? What might be the reason, guys? I guess you forgot those things. Might be preferred owner, possible owner. You remember? If
Yes,
possible
sir.
owner is not set, of course instance will be failed, right? Application is running slow. I tried all the ways, still having issue. In what case? It's a cluster instance. In what case the application will run slow, guys? If the application is not running from the preferred owner, application will usually run slow. Agree? We discussed with the need diagrams and all. Whatever errors we discussed, okay, convert it into a challenges, errors, and explain them. Same kind of errors will get in the organization. Don't think we'll get a different errors. That's what our complete training from day one itself is a real-time training. So we discussed it for every topic. If you remember, always on we discussed what challenges we'll get, what errors we'll get, how to check the errors, where to check the errors, clustering, where to check the errors, what errors we'll get. So if you know what and all errors you got, the same errors will get in the real-time also. So if you know one two errors, if you know the solution, tell them that I got this error, I fixed like this. Don't think very big error it should be. For that, if you need very big error, just browse one or two errors and troubleshooting steps in the Google. You will get one or two errors and you can explain them. So everything we discussed, the thing is how you are utilizing those stuff. That is the important thing. We discussed in a regular way. Might be interviewer can ask in a different way. You know the answer, but you don't know the way how to answer. For that, you have to practice. Then only you can, okay, answer these questions. It's very simple questions. Yes, generally you can expect these questions. What issues you faced in your work or last 1 month or since 1 month or or have you faced any issue recently? These kind of questions you can expect. Okay, are we good, guys? Yes, no problem. Any questions you can ask me, no issues. Everyone has to contribute one question at least. Any question, personal, anything, guys.
సార్
And
రెజ్యూమ్ లో ఇది
And
పేరోల్
one more, yeah, just one more. Yeah, I'll explain about that payroll system now. Okay. So one more thing, guys. Up to April, March ending, or April first week, or April second week, you won't get any calls because HRs are busy with hike meetings. Usually, hike meetings will be there for every year, financial year. So, hike meetings, HRs, managers will meet employees in the organization. So, they will be busy with their internal meetings and all. So, might be out of 10 HRs, might be 8 HRs will be busy with the internal meetings. So, 2 HRs only will work on the recruitment side. So, definitely not only SQL Server, on all the technologies, there will be no calls. If you have any doubts, if any of your friends are searching jobs on any other technology, go and ask them. Okay, so financially ending, first thing. Second is hike meetings will be there. Okay, financially ending means income tax kind of things will be there. HRs are usually busy with those stuff. Other than that, we will also have hike meetings with employees and all. So they are going to generate, they are going to process hikes and all. So different challenges will be there. So that's why till April first week, second week, very less calls will be there. Sometimes no calls will be there. Nothing to worry. Happily you can try from April second week or April third week. And if you want, you can disable the resume, or if you want, you can create a new account in the April second week or third week. Again, you can start searching again. This is one point I want to discuss with you guys. Next, yes, someone is asking about consultancy, right? I'll tell you what is consultancy, what is contract type, what is company, what is payroll company. We'll discuss everything in today's class, no issues. Next, any questions, guys? Anything you want me to ask, anything you want me to cover? Anything you can ask, anything, guys, anything. No problem. Don't hesitate now. This is the last class again, I'm saying. Okay, don't hesitate. Anything you can ask. No questions. Right, okay. So let's discuss about. So in the last class we discussed about I'm getting a echo sound from, please mute it everyone. Anuj Sidananda Madhuri getting echo sound. Okay, done. Okay, so in the last class we discussed about the application running slow, query running slow, CPU 100%, memory 100%, temp contention. Okay, so for all these things, I have already shared this document with you guys. You can go through these documents, these things you know. Okay, we have discussed all the things in our classes. So what I'm doing, I'm just simply summarizing all the points again, briefing all the points where we have to check, what we have to check and all, the best practices and all. Indexing related things, okay, you will get videos. And again guys, first thing is indexing related things, you will get videos. Okay, and one more suggestion, go to my YouTube channel, go to our YouTube channel, go to the playlists. There is a separate playlist called advanced performance tuning, guys. Go to advanced performance tuning. Okay, there you can see 11 classes including SQL Server architecture. Go to that classes, guys, just go to that playlist. Okay, it's like 40 minutes only, each video will be around 40 minutes. So try to, okay, listen this. Where is that? Yeah, you can see here SQL DB advanced performance tuning. Go to this playlist. Okay, so you can see almost all 11 videos will be there. Go through these 11 videos, it will be very helpful, guys, very helpful. Okay, these videos are enough for performance tuning. Okay, still anyone wants to learn performance tuning, there is a separate batch, new batch is going to start from 7th April, guys. It's advanced performance tuning. Sir, do you recommend this for now? Okay, for you people, for now, no need, guys. Simply I'm saying why, because whatever performance related issues for 4 years, 5 years, all these things you can get it from either these videos. And in the last class we discussed in the last class about the performance tuning. If you are perfect in those things for 4 years, 5 years, they don't expect more from performance tuning side from you. If you are putting experience more than 5 years, okay, 5.2, 5.3, 5.5, 6 years, 7 years, in that case they will expect performance tuning from you. So if anyone having any such kind of idea, then you can join advanced performance tuning. For you guys, these videos are fine. Again I'm saying, okay, I'm not saying for money. Why? Because if you join, I'll get the money. But the thing is whether you need it or not, that is important thing. So whatever things we have covered, please write each and every point. Try to mention, try to cover all the points in the interview. Those points are enough, those points are best practices. Those are enough, guys. Okay, again, if you are very much interested, sir, I want to learn advanced performance tuning also, you are welcome. And you can ping me in the WhatsApp, and I'm going to tell you the details about the advanced performance tuning. The cost is 12K, Fanindra. The fee is 12K for advanced performance tuning. But that's okay. If you are my students, we can negotiate it. For other students, outside students, he will take 12K. Okay, it's a 25 days sessions, 1.5 hour each day 1.5 hour. 25 days will be there. So that's the plan. Okay, so if you still need, but again, I'm not saying that attend that advanced performance tuning. Yes, that's fine. Whatever we discussed, that is fine. Attend, if you still don't believe me, attend 4 or 5 interviews. If you feel that you are bad in performance tuning, then again one more batch will be started, you can join that batch. Okay, so why? Because I know, as a manager, I'm going to take interviews. Okay, so for 4 to 5 years, what we are going to look into it, that's fine. Okay, performance tuning 30 to 40% is fine, okay, from the candidates, if your experience is 3 to 4 years. Okay, why? Because performance tuning is not a topic, guys, to learn the things quickly. Performance tuning is a kind of a way how we are going to fix those issues, so that you can learn while working, guys, that you can learn those things while working. Okay, so you will get an experience, you will get a hints, you will get a idea when you start working in the organization. So once you got a job, then it's important you can come back to me and you can join advanced performance tuning once you got the job. But at this stage, this is fine. Whatever things we discussed, those things are fine, guys. Okay, related to the advanced performance tuning. Right, fine. So in the last class, we discussed some of the things we discussed about. Okay, application running slow, query running slow, CPU 90%, memory 90%. So what things we have to check? Everything we discussed, guys. So cost threshold parallelism, max degree of parallelism. These two are two parameters, guys. So where we can see these two parameters, okay, we can see these two parameters in the SQL instance properties, guys. So these two parameters will help you for the parallelism. Okay, max DOP, cost threshold parallelism. Usually, cost threshold parallelism means cost threshold parallelism. How many parallel process has to run? There are two ways. SQL Server will execute the processes in two ways, guys. One is parallelism. Second one is serialism. Sometimes serialism is good. Sometimes parallelism is good. Okay, so during the query execution, if you feel the query is taking lot of time after checking all the corners, if you feel sometimes you have to enable the serialism, okay, at the query level, we can enable the serialism at the query level, or we can enable the parallelism at the query level. We can enable the parallelism at the database level. We can enable the parallelism at the server level. Lot of levels we can enable it, guys. Query level means you have to simply include at the end of the query. You have to include max dop hint. We have to include max dop hint. Okay, so max dop 1 means it will be serialism. If you include 2, 3 means someone started video. Please stop the video. done. Right, so if you go to here server properties, instance properties, okay, there you can see a cost threshold parallelism and max degree of parallelism. Okay, go to advanced, there you can see cost threshold parallelism and max degree of parallelism, guys. General, the cost threshold parallelism, the general default setting will be 4 to 5. Okay, the best practice will be for cost threshold parallelism, it would be 4 to 5, guys. If anything is there more than 4 or 5, you can recommend it to 4 to 5, guys. Okay, cost threshold parallelism, max degree of parallelism, changing these values doesn't need any restart. You can change it on the fly and it will take effect on the fly, guys. Okay, so what is max degree of parallelism means, if parallelism is needed, how many CPUs are going to be utilized. If parallelism is needed, I need parallelism. Parallelism means what? Executing the things, executing the sessions parallelly. That is called parallelism. Okay. So if parallelism is needed, usually where the sessions will be executed, guys? CPU. On CPU, these sessions will be executed. On CPU, these sessions will be executed. So if parallelism is needed, how many CPUs you want to execute your query? Generally, how we are going to decide the CPU, guys? We'll have cores, right? 2 core, 4 core, 8 core, 16 core, 32 core, like that we'll have CPU cores, right? Agree? So that's why this maxed up value will depends on your CPU cores, number of CPU cores. If your system is having 2 cores, where I can see the CPU cores, what is the query? How many CPU cores are
System,
there? I want to see. Where?
system info, sir.
System
MS.
information. Okay, MS info 32 you can use. So under MS info 32 you can see how many cores you have. Okay, you can see 2 cores. So if parallelism is needed in my SQL server, in this SQL server, imagine this SQL server is installed in my laptop. If I decided I need parallelism, so if parallelism is needed, how many CPUs can be utilized? So guys, I have 2 cores. Tell me, if parallelism is needed, how many cores I have to utilize, guys? How many cores?
Two
I'm
cores, sir.
2 cores only. Why? Because parallelism means it has to execute the query parallelly. It has to utilize my cores parallelly. So how many max cores it can utilize in my case? How many maximum cores it can utilize, guys? 2 cores. Why? Because I
Two.
have 2 cores in my system. So the value will be 2, guys, here. Okay. How many cores that you have to set this value as per your CPU cores, guys? If parallelism is needed, how many CPU cores I want to utilize? Okay, you want to utilize all the CPU cores. Usually we'll utilize all the CPU cores, 2. If I have 4 cores here, what is the value, guys? Maxed up value. If I have 4 cores here,
Four, sir.
each core is equal to 2 logical processors, guys. In each
Okay.
core, you will get 2 logical processors. So forget about logical processors. CPU means will always, okay, call in terms of cores only. Okay. So if I have 4 cores here, what is the maxed up value, guys?
Four.
4. If I have 6 cores,
Six, sir.
6. If I have 8 cores,
Eight.
8. If I have 16 cores,
16.
16. Okay. But the
Eight, sir.
recommended value is 8. Okay. Again, someone started video. I don't know. Okay, done. But the recommended value is 8. Up to 8 you can keep. Even though you have 16 cores, 32 cores, 64 cores, the recommended value is 8, guys. Okay. So the cost threshold parallelism always it will be 4 or 5, and max degree of parallelism always it will be number of, depends upon the CPU cores. If it is 4, it's not an issue. Might be 4 cores are there. Check how many cores are there. Check how many cores are there. If 4 is there, here also 4 is fine. If 6 is there, here also 6 is fine. If 16 cores are there or 8 cores are there, but here it is showing 2, then you can enable it to 8 or 6. How many cores are there? You can change the value to the number of cores, guys. These two are the best settings, okay, best practices. Make sure cost threshold parallelism is in between 4 to 5 and max tier of parallelism is in between 8, guys. Okay, so these are the two best practices you have to follow if you feel that query is running slow or SQL server is running slow, right? Rebuild, reorganize. What is this rebuild, reorganize, update statistics and all that I'm going to share you, guys. Okay, I told you, right, indexing is pending. That I'm going to share you. Why? Because in the last class. Why? There is a specific reason. In the last class I have covered lot of points related to the indexing, so that's why lot of stuff is there in the indexing things, and also that's why I'm going, those are the excellent videos I'm going to show. 2 3 videos will be there, like 40 minutes videos will be there. I'm going to share those videos, guys. Those are very helpful. Okay, compatibility level. Sometimes compatibility level also create issues, guys. Imagine you restored the database from 2016 to 2019. So what would be the compatibility level, guys? 2016 to 2019 or 2014 to 2019? 2014 compatibility level what?
13
One,
on
12.
30.
12
12, sir.
for 2014. Okay, 120 will be the compatibility level of database. If you restore any database from 2014 to 2017, the 2014 compatibility level is 12. I mean, like
120.
120. Okay, so 120, but after restoration, someone forgot to change the compatibility level, so it will still run as a 2014 database only. So just check whether the compatibility level is set to the current level or not. Got the point, guys? You are running queries, you checked all the corners, you don't find any issue. Check the compatibility level also, whether it was set to the current level or not. You restored the database from 2012 to 2017 or 2012 to 2019. 2012 compatibility level means to 2014 compatibility level means any version to any version, I'm saying. 2014 compatibility level is 120. So it should be, if you restore to the 2017, it should be 140,
140.
140, correct.
40.
Yeah, if you restore it to 2019, it should be 150. So if you
150.
don't see that 140 or 150, that means even though the database belongs to in the SQL Server 2017, if you see any databases other than the current compatibility levels, you can change it, guys. Under SQL DB, if you run SQL DB, if you see any compatibility levels other than the current level, as per the current level, what should be the compatibility level for this? This is SQL Server 2019. What should be the compatibility level of all the databases, guys?
150, sir.
150. So make sure under SP underscore help DB whether you can see SP underscore help DB output is showing 150 for all the databases or not. Sometimes system databases also, while migrating system databases also we have to change. Okay, for system database also we have to change the compatibility level array. Okay, sorry, why it is behaving differently. SP help DB. Okay, under last column you can see the compatibility levels, guys. So if you see different compatibility as per this current version, the compatibility level should be 150, but if you see here there are some databases with 140 compatibility level. Okay, so in such case you can expect some performance issues on these databases, so make sure it belongs to 150 compatibility level, guys. Or else sometimes you have to go down. You found all the corners, you don't see any issues, any errors. One day the same thing happened, we got the same issue. Once we got the same issue, so what happened? Query is running slow on the database, so we checked everything: CPU utilization, memory utilization, disk, everything. We checked blockings, we checked indexing, we checked missing indexes, we checked execution plan, we checked wait types, we checked temp db contention, we checked free space in the drives, we checked max top value, we checked cost threshold parallel value, everything. All best settings we have checked, but still the query is taking long time on the database. We checked the compatibility level also showing the current level. We tried, just why? Because this is also one kind of troubleshooting step. If you feel that everything is good, try to change the compatibility level to the lower version. If it is 150, try to change it to 140. That's it. I just changed the compatibility level to 150 to 140. Means sometimes you have to go up, sometimes you have to go down. That's what I'm saying. Okay. So this is not formula. Okay. This is a recommendation, guys. This is just a recommendation. So in that case, what happened? The query was executed successfully. Okay, so this is very important. Sometimes you might have to change the compatibility levels. In case if it is showing current compatibility level, if you feel there are no other reason, other errors are there, everything is good, everything is clean, all the best practices are applied, but still if you feel the query is running slow, then try to change the compatibility level, guys. It will help you to fix the issue. Okay, so that is also one thing. Okay, and temp DB, guys. Temp DB is very important. Let me reconnect, guys. It's showing 1 minute. Let me reconnect.